All right, guys, here we are, video 11, Dr. Chef's Crypto Snacks, basic training in small bites. This is a shareable series. All the videos are under 5 minutes. As normal for the disclaimers, I am not a professional financial advisor. You have not hired me for such. So this is education and information purposes only. These videos are meant to be short and sweet, dealing with each section. So we have had a whole bunch of them. What crypto is, how to get it, Bitcoin, alts, which are alternative coins to Bitcoin, all these other details like security, wallets, and everything else. And now we're on to trading platforms. If you have decided that you are going to get some alts and you're going to be doing what we've talked about in the last videos, a couple videos, maybe doing some trading, maybe doing some alts, then you're going to immediately run into a problem. And here's the problem. It's not always a problem, but here's what happens. The primary sites, things like your Coinbase, your Binance, your Gemini, Kraken, etc., all the primary trading platforms, which are exchanges that are secure and large, they have processes by which they vet the incoming coins to make sure that they're only dealing with very stable, long-term projects and things that matter, or at the very least, things that are extremely popular. And that means they have anywhere from 30 to 40. Some of them have as few as 7 or 8. Usually they have 40 or 50. Some of them as many as 60 or 70. But that's really it. Now, you might say to yourself, oh my gosh, 40, 50 cryptos, that's a ton of cryptos. And it is if you're doing long-term investing, if you're doing the top 10, 20, cryptos, it's plenty to work with. It's no problem at all. However, if you start investigating and using tools like CoinMarketCap that we've talked about before, you start finding some things in the lower cap range, stuff like, 20, 30, 50, 100, even 200 or 300 million market caps. You won't find them on these. So you're trying to trade by buying something relatively new at a relatively low price, having it go up in price, selling it at a high, making some money. That's what trading's all about. The problem is that when they're really new and they're really low, they're not listed on the big platforms. So you discover this relatively quickly, and you have to turn to other platforms. Trading platforms come in lots of flavors. There's the big ones I've already mentioned that are very secure. They have built-in wallets. They have insurance and deep liquidity to protect them. But that's not going to do for more extravagant or unusual trades that you're trying to make more gains on. And so that means you're going to have to get a little more creative. And this goes to level 2 of these trading platforms, and those are still somewhat centralized exchanges like the previous ones, but much more decentralized, much more loose, with many more options. Things like KuCoin and Gate.io are favorites of mine. Of course, you've also got things going on your computer, on your phone, such as Crypto.com. But Crypto.com, much like Coinbase and Binance, doesn't have a whole lot of options. So now, after that, and that's where I usually spend most of my time, you get to the swaps. And the swaps are things that are totally decentralized. You can come and go as you will. It means they're the least secure, but they have the most options. Some of them have hundreds and hundreds of choices. I think PancakeSwap, Uniswap, SushiSwap, the swaps have the most options of all. In the case of PancakeSwap, it might even be over 1,000, 1,200, 1,400. It's huge, but you got to get in and out quick because it's not known for security. But these are the various types of trading platforms you can use to buy your alts. And you're going to want to get bigger and bigger numbers of alts the more complicated your trades get and the earlier you're trying to get in on a project.